start? What happened in the first quarter?
I mean, they came out with energy. They lost, last 4 out of 5, something like that. They came out how we should have came out. There's no excuses. I think we just have to be better, start the game. We got it together. We fought and clawed our way back, but, we start the game differently. This is a different story.
Donte, do you think, was it a matter of just not hitting shots that you guys normally hit in that?
No.
Or was it just...
In the first quarter?
Yeah.
It was just energy and effort and competing. They came out, picked us up, got under us a little bit, got under our skin, grabbing, holding, doing exactly what we want to do. So we just have to be better.
Is that from preparation, focus at the start, or?
That first 5, we just have to lock in and be ready to go individually. And then collectively, we have to fly around for each other and understand that one person or 2 people might miss a rotation, but that third guy has to fly around and pick up the slack for somebody else, and then we'll figure it out from there. But like I said, that started turning around in the second quarter, and that's the team that we can be is that second half.
Did you take it upon yourself, just with the rebounds, with everything, to just try to inject that energy into?
I started piss poor as well.
Yeah.
Single effort. I needed to fly around, multiple efforts, get guys off the line, get back into rotation. So, you can't point no fingers. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. And, second quarter, I did that and kind of tried to get myself going, to try to inject some energy and some life into it. And had nothing to do with offensive end. We just, that's the way the ball went into that.
And how have things changed for you now, starting instead of coming off the bench? What was different?
Just seeing the game a little bit differently. There's so much attention on Ant and Julius. Just being aggressive, thinking, have an aggressive mindset first, and figure everything else out after that. And not just shooting the ball. Aggressive on the defensive end, diving on loose balls, getting rebounds, just trying to fly around and create pace with that unit. Like I said, if we do that early on tonight, it's a different story, but, I have to be better.
Has your comfort and confidence reached a point within this roster now where you're really able to take command more so of the offense?
I think take command is a little bit of a stretch. I just think we just have a lot of good basketball players, and you just kind of feel the flow of the game. It's not necessarily like everybody get out of the way, give me the ball. I don't think it'll ever be like that. That's just not how we collectively play and me individually. So just picking your spots, to your point, kind of. But just having an aggressive mindset, whether it's making a play for somebody else, making a play for myself, just getting stuff going.
The flow though seems to start from somebody doing something, whether that's moving the ball quickly or maybe making an aggressive job of kicking out. Like, it seems like you've initiated more of that than even in the past.
Just getting it out quick, getting up before they get set, or getting a rebound and somebody's ahead, kicking up. If we can get easy ones, and now the defense has to get back on their heels, now we can get into what we want. But tonight, the way they started off is they picked us up and they had us on our heels. So we have to be better in that sense and just know that that's what we want to do to other teams.
I think given how much of the drive and kick game and against all opponents is just prolific in the NBA now, how important is that fly around mentality just in today's NBA, even compared to
it's huge. Like I said, somebody's going to miss a rotation. Somebody's going to get beat. There's too much talent in the NBA not to get beat, you're not going to be locked in every single possession. So that next guy has to be locked in, and if that guy's not, the next guy has to. Because as long as we're flying around, we have so many athletes on the team. We have so many high IQ guys that on both ends of the floor. But we just have to have the mindset of covering up for one another, because everybody's going to mess up. So I think that's the most important thing for us. If you had to, put a ranking on, I think it's number 1. We're going to mess up. We have to fly around and cover for each other, and when we do, we get stops, we get rebounds, and we can push it.
How easy? How much are you enjoying, just playing sometimes on top of the floor? It just seems like almost like a back-and-forth two-man game between you and Ant, just with the attention he draws. Is that a pretty beneficial spot for you to be in?
I've played with some really good players. Jaden, Steph, Giannis, Drew, all those guys command a lot of attention. And I think the biggest thing or the most enjoyable thing about Ann is you can feel how much energy he gives me, how much confidence he gives me. And it's right back to him. I think, that's the most fun is we're just, going back and forth, not in terms of like trying to score. I'm saying going back and forth in terms of always talking to one another, always giving each other energy, giving our teammates energy. And I think that is starting to go in the right direction, but we have to build on it. We have to stack wins, and we have to be better overall collectively.
It seems like the impact you're having, you two can just be kind of passing on the perimeter, and it is both have enough gravity right now where the defense is shifting to even just between those two passes.
Yeah, and it's just being aggressive. Is if one of us get downhill, then the defense breaks down, and now we're kicking out. Now they're rotating, and we're getting Jaden wide open three, Nas wide open threes, Rudy on lobs. Like we just have to punch that first gap, whatever it is, whatever the play is, whatever it is. If we're pushing transition, if we punch that first gap, now the defense collapse. Now we can get whatever we want. So to your point, with us two up top, we have to have that mindset of just punching the gap, not necessarily for ourselves, but for everybody.